here we can't hear my sword. I use woman. Then, Barney, I know one more blame. One to my channel. Do Barney, I know that I was a blame. So that was my. To my head, no, I do. You are right. To my wood, 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 you go.
You see the chin, the kunembo, and the audible are trying to confuse the gentleman behind the microphone here. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Prince Double Show here. And we're going to be monitoring ourselves on the big stream tonight. Mr. Rancy Wright will be joining me from all the way Pennsylvania tonight, Philadelphia, to be precise. He's going to be here to me. He's with me tonight. He's be my special guest. We're going to be discussing the GGA, the community. Rancy Wright, we all know he served us as a national secretary under Mr. Fred Tattagouin, and then there was a little Rick Monroe, and then he ascended to the presidency and served the remaining year or half of the Fred Guian administration. He was a secretary under the president, then Fred Tattagouin. So tonight he's here with me. We're going to have a discussion, maybe 30 minutes. I'll open the line up and put the number up there, and people can call in and people can out with Mr. Rancy Wright. As we all know, Rancy Wright being away for some time, you see him to programs, convention, and stuff like that. But he been around. He served us. He did his part in the Grand Judah community, and he's here tonight to elaborate on some issue. Make sure we get things straightened up here. Let me see here. Give me 1 minute here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me set up this stuff here. And okay. So share the show here to those who want to view this program tonight, but they didn't get the notification. So please invite other people to come up here tonight so we can have a meaningful and a fruitful discussion tonight. And when I open the line for people to call in and ask their question, we have to be professional as always, as we carry on this campaign. Let this campaign be clean, ladies and gentlemen. This campaign will go and we will stay here as Grand Judans. The next person I will try to bring here will be Emilia Polodid Bear. So for tonight, we got Rancy right here. I told everybody, I said, this particular week is the last week of a free ride. For next week, I'll be charging, and the fees will be very strong and heavy. So come here now and get your. You got 1 week to go. So do that, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Rancy Wright is in the back. There's no need to waste time, but to bring him on here now so we can hear what he's here for tonight. Honorable Wright.
Yes, Prince.
Welcome. Not very me, you upgrade.
I know, right? They tell you we aging gracefully.
I know. Welcome to the Print Double Show, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, for a long time. Nelson gets quiet. He's there. We're seeing him, but he's not talking. And tonight, to get to you is not easy, but finally we got you here. And we thank God that we got you here to have a 1 hour or so interview with you. And Mr. Wright, as usual, we had the conversation, you and myself. Then I opened the line, for people to call you. Call in. They'll have a question or comment. But my audience, they know that my viewers, or they know that they have to be professional. If you're calling in, you got to be professional. If you're not professional, I cut you off. And and we want to be here this campaign season time with the Grand Youth Association. I always told my brothers it will go, it will come, it's here, it's gonna go. And we're gonna meet, and we don't say things to hurt other people's feelings, campaign and set it out. So welcome to the Double Show, sir.
Thank you, Prince, for having me and giving me the opportunity to speak to my community and members from my county.
Okay, so Mr. Wright, I know you. I've been knowing you for a long time, but not a lot of my audience know you. So I'll give you the time to actually introduce yourself to my audience.
Thank you. All right. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Rancy Wright. I've been with the Grand Youth community from the moment I landed in this country, 2000. My first participation with the Grand Youth Association started off in 2007, where I served as a candidate for secretary for the Pennsylvania chapter. And then thereafter, I will serve as a local campaign manager for Madam Matakana during the 2011 election. And after that, I serve as a secretary candidate for Annie Cooper Wilson, and then secretary candidate for Mr. Fred Tyler Jr. And subsequently serve as the interim president for the Grand Youth Association in 2017.
Sorry, Mr.
It's all right.
Yeah, straighten one or two things up here. Yeah. So 2017, you took us into Cleveland, and we had our election, and Mr. Menye took over the leadership of the association, and then from there, Rancy Wright went down. We don't see him. He went back. He just went back in his favorite area and just
so
quiet.
I would never leave my community. My community is me. I'm part of the community and will always be part of this community. Sometimes you need to give other people the opportunity to step up. We did our part. Like I said, I've been with the community for 24 plus years. So having other people to come on and introduce themselves to us and tell us and show us what they can offer, that's something I'm open to doing. I love to have people have the opportunity to serve the community. So I don't want to be the one just in the face of the people every day, all day. Don't want to give chance to other people to step up to the stage. That's not the kind of person I am. So that's why I kind of fall back a little bit.
Yeah, you give other people a chance. So let me welcome some of my viewers here before we go into our interview here. Let me welcome my man Morris Tade, Zico, Precious Ziti, my own sister from out of Minneapolis area. I think she's in the Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center, New Hope area. My man Ato S. Soto from Nebraska. When you want all your immigration information, you go to Ato Soto. in Nebraska. My man Prince Vlay from Iowa, Des Moines. My sister Vivian Wright, that's Rancy Wright, I think little sister from there, and all those who joining us here on the Prince Double Show here that I can see the name popping out here. You're welcome to the Prince Double Show tonight. This is the former president, the former interim president of the Grand Jury Association, 2017. Yeah, 2016, 17, like that. Rancy Wright. Rancy Wright served as secretary of the Grand Jury Association, and there was a crisis. He elevated and came, and then he served, and then took us to election in 2017 in Cleveland, Ohio. So welcome, Mr. Wright. How is Philadelphia?
Well,
you got won the Super Bowl. You got that ego thing going on. With my man Samuel out there in town.
Philadelphia is good.
The chefs.
Everything is going great. We here. We celebrating our win.
I put this flyer out today, and then someone said, Rancy only come. Rancy Wright only come when there's a crisis to come in. It's election time crisis. Right? What got you out now?
I mean, there is no crisis right now. I mean well for the community, and if the community is doing well, we all have to come out and let the community know the community is doing well, especially on the leaderships. For me, I have the philosophy that if someone is doing good, if someone is presenting tangible results, that person should be given opportunity. And over the years, we in the community, we don't look at the result we get from our leaders. It's all about politics. And does it help the community? No. It does. It kind of pull the community backwards. So if a leadership gets there today and make one tangible, get one tangible result. Let's just say the president said they're going to pave a road, and they paved the road. Look at that as a result and say, you know what, we can give the person another opportunity. Maybe they won't roll. After that, the person can do another thing. That we all online. We're all on the line to becoming the leaders of this community. But wait, let's give people the opportunity where they are presenting tangible results for them to complete what they need to do. People may disagree with that policy, the way they operate, but that doesn't mean that they can get rid of them. When you know that they are doing things that we all can see that is resourceful. I would give you one instance. Back in the days when we were running campaign and I was on Fred ticket and all this stuff. When Fred was building the market building, people saw the tangibles, right? The market building was being built. So people knew that we were doing something. So if the either poor administration is doing something that we can see, there are a lot of things. Even though I'm not out there, but I read a lot of stuff. I follow the administration, the connection, the relationship that has been built between the diaspora community and the county leadership. That was lacking. It had been lacking for a very long time, where the county officials sees us as an adversary to them because they feel that we trying to impose our will on them, and they're not going to accept it. This leadership is not doing that. The leadership open up to them and asking them, listen, welcome us. We partners. We want to make sure the county succeed. So whatever idea we have, we can present it to y'all. We can share knowledge. We can be able to support one another so the country can benefit. That's the leadership we're looking for. That's the leadership that will make sure that the organization here and the county leadership work closely together for one outcome, which is the betterment of our county, the development of our county, the voice of our county. That's what
that's what the administration doing.
Yeah, because if you look at it, the administration they have connected with the county leadership, the school there, the legislative leadership, and they coordinate together. All right, they're doing stuff together.
Okay.
If you look in now, the community college in Israel, we have voice in there. We have voice
Yeah. We
because
just
of this.
at the president was here. She just talked about sending 9,000 and change to up to have the nursing department
Department. Yeah. So
accredited.
we have voice, and that's what we want. It's not. We shouldn't look at this. The organization should not even focus on politics. What can we do to help our country
But
develop?
that's election time now because the other gentleman said that she's doing it because election is coming and she's that's why we see her doing all these
No.
things.
Paul. She when she got elected, what she was elected upon, that's what she been doing. She been following everything that she told the people she was gonna do, and beyond. So are we gonna listen to somebody who say I will do this for you, or somebody who is already doing stuff for you that you're seeing results? I mean, I will go back. I will just look at the U.S. politics today. People sell you gold and glamour during campaigns, but after the campaign, then what happens? So if we're gonna dwell on what you would do for me, then I think that's the wrong path we're taking. If somebody already doing something that we can see, that the result is glaring, why can't we give that person the opportunity to continue on that? And
So,
if that person's term is over, trust me, whoever is contesting can step onto the stage. And we all would rally around that person because then we want new vision. We want new vision.
So, Mr. Wright,
Yeah.
the interview here now. I want to know on the double show tonight.
Yeah.
Who Rancy Wright endorsing tonight? Who
All
you
right,
giving? Who you putting your wood behind?
Thank you.
Tonight?
So
I came here. Who will we see you campaign for 2025? You got 2 months.
Okay, thank you for that question. I was waiting for that question because I think when you posted the flyer today, somebody came up and said, "Oh, he's gonna endorse his sister." I believe strongly that he's gonna endorse his sister. This is not about family, but I know my sister very well. I know her capabilities, and the community have felt her capabilities as well. Everything.
Oh, what's going on with the internet? What's going on? All right, if you view us, you're sorry very much. There was a interruption here. Yeah, you're sorry here. I think you're hearing me now. Yeah, sorry here. I think you're hearing me now. Yeah, I think they're hearing me. That was a little.
Are you
I
there?
don't know what. Yeah, we're here. I don't know what caused that.
Yeah, I don't know what happened myself.
I don't know what happened, but I hope they're not. They try to hack my page. I mean, a couple of days ago. I hope it's not coming from Facebook people. I thought sort of they tried to hack this guy page, and they're not going to do that because I mean, election coming, I'm going to be forceful out there. They're not going to do that. So I got to monitor myself from the back end. One
All
thing
right.
is right.
So, like I was saying, Paul, I'm here tonight to be a character witness for my sister and our community leader. I have known this lady from my childhood.
Okay.
She has a strong will, like a man, and her consistency is something that nobody can argue about. She one person, when she make up her mind for something, when she say this cause I'm going to champion it, she go above and beyond to do that. And I think we have seen it in her leadership for the last 1 and plus years. She doesn't sleep. She's on the phone consistently talking to people, both here and in the county. She's doing everything in her power to make sure that the community is respected, and deliverables are made to the counties. So I'm here today to say yes, giving her the second opportunity to serve this community would be a brilliant idea for our county and people. We need strong leadership. We need strong leadership.
So Mr. Wright is here tonight. So what are you going to say about those people who say that's your sister? So you have to obviously endorse her. Your sister thing, blood thing.
I'm looking. Why it is true that she's my sister. If she's my sister and she doesn't perform well, trust me, I will have a different opinion about her. But I have seen her perform even before she came onto the limelight of Granger Association. This lady has been an advocate for our people and county. This lady, in the early 90s, she was in New York to the UN Center protesting the war in Liberia, protesting on behalf of our people that were jailed. I mean, who can do that? What else can she do? And then when she assumed the leadership of the community, she doesn't sleep. The well-being and the interest of the community, that's something that she breathes every day, because she wants to see the community grow and improve and benefit the county. This lady is the first person I have seen who travels every weekend to different functions, making sure Granger Association is seen and heard. So what more you can do? So she has proven herself beyond. People may disagree with her style of leadership, but at the end of the day, the result, that's what counts. The result she presents, that's what counts.
So we just heard you endorsing the incumbent president.
Yes.
Madam Poir, the incumbent. Will we see Mr. Wright on the field campaigning?
Yeah, if I do have the opportunity, I will definitely do that, because I think my voice means a lot to this community. I have served this community with good fit, so I know there are people who will listen to me, and stepping up to campaign for her is something that's something I'm willing to do. If the campaign give me the opportunity to do so, I definitely will.
And you go. What would you say about those who say that Philadelphia has been taken by Gilmore?
Well,
and you live in that place. You live.
I live here. I live
here.
Yeah, I live here.
What do you say about those? What did you say to those who say that the Philadelphia area, the Pennsylvania area, is a Campbell Marco? I mean, or Octavia B. Gilmore?
Well, Pennsylvania is large. If you take over Southwest,
you live there, so I'm coming.
Pennsylvania is a big state, and one good thing here, most of the people that are involved with the community activity here, they are very much aware of the importance of the organization. the role the organization plays. So people might come to us and say, "Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that." People will listen to you. People coming to your event and listen to you doesn't mean that they're 100% with you. Or maybe if somebody came to me today and said, "Man, can you support me?" I say, "Yes, I will." But at the end of the day, when I start to listen to your platform and start to listen to and see things going around, I might change my mind later on and say, "You know what? I have a different thought." So we all here have an open mind. This is not someone. If people say they take over Pennsylvania, that's their belief. But I know we are very strong-minded people here, people who really understand the function of organization in our community. So for them to look and say they're going to just give that support because the first person came to them and said, "Oh, can you support me?" and they just jump on the bandwagon. I doubt that. People would still do their own investigation. People would look in deep and see what does this mean. This person can actually serve the community. What are some of the results the person have produced in the past? What thing the person can show us that we can look at now and say, yeah, based on this, when we give this person the opportunity, they can do that. So those are things we as Pennsylvanians will look at. We're not the people who you can just come down and we say, yeah, let's go. No.
Okay, good. So I mean, the election is just few. I think about 2 months from now.
2 months away. Yeah.
2 months from us, we're gonna be here in Kentucky. Will we see Mr. Wright here in Kentucky?
Say that again.
Will we see Honorable Wright in Kentucky?
Definitely.
I mean, you look wait, the interview going smart, but you look like you and Alfonso Gay related.
We're not related.
You look like the guy, like former you and the guy look just like
Alfonso Gay. I'm my older brother now. That's my big brother. So
I mean, I think 1 minute I'm thinking I'm talking to Rancy right there. 1 minute I'm thinking I'm interviewing Alfonso Gay.
Yeah, that's a blessing. Go to your brother. Go to Jibril. Let Jibril help you out.
So we will see you on the front line here in Kentucky.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be in Kentucky. I was supposed to be in Atlanta this gone mini convention, but I couldn't make it because some tragedy that's happened with a family friend of ours. So it kind of set me back. But definitely I'll be in Kentucky for the convention. I always attended most of the convention. I saw you
in Iowa, I think.
Yeah.
I
definitely will be there.
Yeah, 2023. I saw you in Iowa. You went in there when they had that Rigma Road, and so when you pop all when there's a Rigma Road, there's a wahala.
No.
There's a problem in the GDA community. We just see you, so you come and solve problems, and then you go.
No, I just want the best for our community and county, Paul. So whatever I can do to make sure, the community stay together, the community hold together, I would do that.
And so what do you say? What do you say to those who say that Madame Poir, the president, does not listen? Yeah, and she's your sister. Does she listen to advice from people?
When I stayed there earlier, I said this is a woman. She's a very tough woman, a very strong-minded woman, and with strong conviction. So she's not the kind of person who is a pushover. So, and one thing I know about my sister and our leader is that she listens. But in every leadership, at the end of the day, the buck stops to the leader, right? The final decision is made by the leader. So we all serve as advisor. So we give our ideas. We all serve our leaders. We give them ideas, and at the end of the day, they pick among those ideas and pick what they want to go with. So people might see it as if she is stubborn, she doesn't listen. She does, but she have a lot of ideas to pick from. So when she doesn't pick your idea, doesn't mean that your idea is not relevant. No. And some people in our community, when they tell you something, they want you to do it. But you know that You're telling me something, but I got other ideas that coming along. I'm taking all these things in. I got to evaluate them and make a decision from those ideas. And that's exactly what she does. So when people see the idea is not reflected in her decision, people think that, oh, she's not listening. But she does. She does listen.
You think our association currently is in the right direction? The GGA.
It is in the right direction. It may not because I know our community. We love the parties. We love the glamour. We love the big events. But that's not all the organization is about. The organization is about results. It's about networking. It's about connecting with outside organizations to make sure you bring the resources that the organization needs to survive and improve. And that can transition to the county. So I think the leadership is doing that. They're connecting with outside organizations, looking for resources to make sure our organization get the necessary resources to support the county. So I think the organization is on the right path right now. People may not see all the glamour and the socialites because that's what we used to. And, that's what we do.
Right now, what do you think that some of the improvement that this current administration need from you observing this administration for the past 2 years, almost 2 years? What do you think that they need to improve
on? I don't think. The only thing is because the communication is very effective. Their communication to the community is very effective. So I can speak to that. One they need to do, they need to make sure they present their result openly on a regular basis, where people can see. Because telling people by word of mouth and they're not seeing where your result is, they're not gonna believe it. So I think the administration needs to work hard to
that's what they need to improve on.
Yeah, they need to be able to present that results.
Communicating with their members.
Yeah,
telling them what they do. Because I mean, actually, because let me just buttress what you just said. Because the money with the nursing thing, I never knew until I interviewed the president.
Yeah,
and that was a month before I interviewed her. So I mean, a lot of people didn't know. They got to know on the show.
Yeah, so that communication needs to happen openly. People need to know what you're doing.
How are the finances? With the finances going, GGA finances. As a former president, do you think there's an improvement that need to be made, or do you think the current administration is on a right path?
Well, I'm not going to speak because administratively I'm not in a circle, so I don't know how.
But you're not in a circle, but you're seeing how it happened in the past and how is it happening now? Are they giving financial report? Are they how they handling the banking system? How the money going in? Because back then there was a cash app thing. So how now do you think? Are you hearing Granadians complaining that our money? You're a former president.
Yeah,
so you know what you pay in the community. That the former president. You know how man, like
that money better not
Are you hearing it? Are you seeing it? Are you seeing Madam Paul being questioned on a daily basis? I mean, periodic how many, wherever? How you see it now?
Well, I mean, I haven't heard anybody complain about finances. Like the first stuff you put up, that's what I've been hearing. That she doesn't listen, and she does this, she does that, but all my observation, all my things that I read on social media and other places, I haven't seen anybody complain about misuse of finances. And maybe like we said, the communication piece, that's something that they need to improve on, because if you're doing X, Y, and Z, especially with the Crown people money, with the Granger Depot money, they need to know where that money going. If you're sending money to the nursing department in Granger, people need to be aware of it. It need to be public record. So I think that's what they need to do. But I haven't heard anything about financial mismanagement. I think in terms of financial report, I don't have the security clearance to get that information before it goes to the public. So I received the same information the public received when they put it out there. But I haven't heard anything about
financial malpractice.
Yeah, financial improprieties. Yeah.
Good. And Mr. Wright will be on the campaign trail. Because when you come to campaign, Mr. Wright, you're going to hear most of these things. Well, he's campaigning for his sister. He's doing it because of family tie.
Yeah.
Are you prepared for those things?
Definitely, I am. And you know, I've been getting a lot of calls.
I put the flyer up today. I put a flyer up in my mind.
Yeah.
I didn't know the connection, the family. I put who were he those? Gilmore or Gilmore or Eden.
And like
then
my sister,
somebody wrote under there.
Yeah.
Who do you think? That's my in-law anyway. That's my oldest brother's wife.
Yeah.
The man was George's sister.
Yeah, but the thing is, my sister knows me very well. She knows me. I'm a very independent thinker. I do things the way I think is right. And like I said earlier, if my sister wasn't performing to expectation, I wouldn't be here talking about her. I wouldn't. You understand? So she knows me. And I want people to take it from there. If I can come on here and speak for my sister, it's not about the relationship, because I know how well she is when it comes to leadership, how strong she is, you know, her the soul in her being, Grande Association, Grande County is that's like I said, she breathed those two things every day. You can see it. Let be honest, Prince. This lady, if you call her every day, either she's on some kind of phone call with not just personal phone call though, but phone call that has to do with the association. Everything you talk to her almost all the time. I believe you have run into that situation where you call it, oh, I'll call you by Prince, I'm on the line with somebody, or I'm on the line. She's not making personal phone calls. All her calls she makes is on behalf of the county and the community. So people don't know her like I do. And like I said, my sister, the same mindset she has, that's what I have. We are very strong in our decision making. I think a few years back when she was going as vice presidential candidate on the Tillman, I went as secretary general on the Ani, right? People were, oh, why your sister did it? But we had different philosophy at the time. We had different ideology. We were looking at things from a whole different perspective. And that's why we went separate ways. But I know her. And she will make the community proud. If we give her that 2 years, she will definitely make us.
Mr. Wright,
and she will let. I come in.
Mr. Wright, let me correct you. We just amended the Constitution in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
And it will be adopted here in Kentucky.
Okay.
If that Constitution is adopted,
yeah,
it will be from 2 years to 3 years.
Okay.
What's your take on that?
I like that because you know what? 2 years is insufficient for any progressive agenda to be achieved. Anybody that has a progressive agenda, 2 years is very limited. So the 3 years, I think, makes sense. It makes sense. So the leader can have that opportunity to deliver on everything that they promise us that they're going to deliver. So 3 years, I definitely support that.
They said 3 years, and that person can go 2 terms. So if you are elected, you can serve your community 6 years if the people let you 2 terms.
Yeah.
So, but for Edith on, it will be 6 plus 2.
It'll be
fun. They say the 2 years she served.
Yeah.
Once that constitution is adopted, it's a free ride. She start her 2 term. That's what they say.
But I believe the constitution is supposed to start. It's supposed to begin.
So a 2 year will be 1 term.
Yeah. And
then
she
said,
instead of 6 years, she's gonna be serving 5 years because from the day the constitution was adopted, that's when it's get into effect.
Yeah, so it gets into that. What they talk. Listen, there was a huge argument.
Yeah,
and I heard the lady. She took the phone after they said the 2 years will be gone. She will start when she gets elected here. It will be your first term, then she can go for another. She said no. It was a huge argument. She her vice president, Mr. Isaac, and you know what? They said no, and they said we're not doing it for you. We are doing it for the. So it's in there. So and they said they told her that when she tried to push it, they told her, say, Madam President, You can go in Kentucky when he let you when 3 years finish. Don't run. I say you don't run.
Yeah. No, I mean, for that, because that's how Constitution works. You from the day it was adopted, that's when it kicks in. So whatever in the past, you complete your 2 years, you complete your 2 years. If you get
but now there's one here with Gibson, Jerry, Wudukala, and everybody, Boo Yone, a lot of people in the hall that day. Yeah. Some gentlemen from Maryland, from Texas, from everywhere. I don't know all those people. Some guys I met that day when I first time seeing them.
Yeah.
And they pushed for it. That my first time seeing Mr. Amos Zahunya.
Yeah.
You know, a name, that's Zahunya name. So when I saw the guy to call, I went to him, I shook his hand, and I said, man, we've been talking. And
those are the big brothers that we met on
the stage. I see him as a very smart, brilliant young man. And I don't know why I call him young man. He's a brilliant older guy, older brother. He's a smart guy. So I saw, and I like the name too. So that's what it said. She pushed it, and the post said it's in there, Madam President. Go to Minnesota, Kentucky. When you finish, you don't want to run, don't go. But that's what it is.
Yeah, I think.
So she goes and then wins in Kentucky, and the 3 years finish. If she want to run again, she's eligible to run.
Well,
you have an issue with that?
I think.
So she'll go 8 years instead of 6.
To be honest, she already serving the first term, right? That was first term. When the second term kicks in, and the Constitution is amended before her second term kicks in, it means that she got to go for that 3 years. And after the 3, I don't think going back for the third term would not be ideal. That's something.
But the Constitution, the current Constitution, if it is adopted, it gives her that authority, that legal right to do that. She can say no. I won't say 5 years and move, but the Constitution won't get either 8 years.
No, but no. The thing is, the Constitution says you have to serve 2 terms, right?
They say, because we brought it out. What's the name? Boo brought it out.
Yeah,
I think it was Deborah Dowey, the lady from Arizona.
Yeah,
she's to be the former vice president on Dog Bill.
I think board chairman.
She was the vice president. She was a war committee chair. I think she or Boo brought it out that you have served 2 years. So if this Constitution is done, we are doing 2 terms with the 3 years. How will it be with it 2 years? And then the guy who penned that Constitution, Gibson Jerry, explained it, and either said no.
But my thing is,
we can't go 8 years. We can go.
The Constitution. So that's something I would look at differently, because you can nullify the current Constitution when the new one is adopted. You cannot
If we come to Kentucky, if it is adopted, that's what we use.
Well, if we're using it, it means
you are saying that either have said 1 year, or you have said 1 term.
Either serving her first term, so she left with 1 term.
Either fought it, and we put it on the floor, and you know those things are things that they vote on.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So when somebody made a motion,
okay,
I think Zakba Soba, somebody made a motion,
okay,
that we vote on this.
Okay.
And Gibson, somebody seconded the motion, and we voted, and it won.
Okay, so if the people spoke and they said that's what it won, then who am I to say? I mean, I'm giving my own personal opinion. But
I think it's on one of those tips.
If it
was a heated debate,
and that's good.
Bad blood and bad feeling were in the hall.
Yeah, it's good. The debate is good, but at the end of the day, the majority has the voice. So if the majority says this is what's going to happen, who are we to oppose it? And that's why we put in the vote. So if they put in the vote and the people say yes, it is what it is, then we have to accept.
Yeah, they do that. They did that, but she said no. After the Minnesota, when I God bless me, I win. So you telling me after Minnesota, when God bless me, I win 2 years, 3 years. I mean, I'm done. So she didn't even want the president didn't want for her to do it 3 years.
What you want to do? What?
2. to continue with the two.
Okay.
Martina was my president from Kentucky. She said, Manamuna very warranted. She said, 2 years is not enough for president to do.
It's not. No.
So we need 3 years. So we should stay with the 3 years. So I mean, the people that you know, I went there because I was not in North Dakota when they read few from Article 1 to 4.
Okay.
They started reading from. They talked about the people in North Dakota said we should carry to the convention, mini convention, wherever, and do that. So I went there. I thought it was just going to be, you know, when somebody read it, everybody just go, yeah. It was tough. The argument, I can't say bad blood because after that, everybody shook hands and then we left because everybody had a view and everybody had an opinion. It was a heated debate. You could hear in the video that I said, you know what, a boo unit, I said, the two boos are giving you a problem. They need to stop.
Yeah, I mean, intense debate is good because then when you walk away, everybody knows.
Yeah, we left after Gibson closed it up, and we all read it. He read a large portion. It was a very good atmosphere. After that, we got in the car. We went to one of our sisters who lost her daughter. The vice president of that state. We drove to her house. We sat there for an hour. And then people went to the Jefferson Soto, I think the chief of staff house, and then we get clamor. Everybody started going on to the, you know.
I mean, that's the beauty. That's the beauty.
That's the beauty of democracy. You know. In the next, the president put that we should vote in our various chapters.
Yeah, that's something.
You know, she said we should vote on election day. All the day. It was the one that I almost put people to point blow in.
But listen though,
they almost throw Putin when LeBron said Putin punches. But they start calling me Paul. My name Mie Prince. Okay, if you don't know Prince half for you to call, just say Mie.
Okay, Prince. This is what it is, right? If you want to reform, you know the organization been losing money.
Yeah,
we've been losing money. By just going to conventions and having elections, we've been losing a lot of money. That's something that we suggested when we were running back in the days, that having election in various states would generate a lot of money for the organization. Once you do it right, it would generate a lot of money. As opposed to us coming, converging in one city, and not everybody.
You're talking now like the president. She said we'll make a lot of money, and then I say, you know, well, VP. He said, "How will make a lot of money?" And I'm
will make
how will make. You get the president. So this, you get the president a microphone. Let the president explain how will make.
Yeah, but this is it's gonna make a lot of money because, for instance, if we're gonna have election in Pennsylvania, I can approximate that we over maybe 3,000 to 4,000 people in this state. Grangidians in this state, right? What we can do, because if people are not traveling, they can divert that money into paying for their registration and everything in the chapter and voting in the chapter, as opposed to holding on to that money and hoping that they will go to the convention. And not everybody goes to the convention. We all don't go to the convention. So if we have election in each of the states, it will bring a lot of participation. The participation rate will go up, and the financial resources will kind of increase if we do it right.
Yeah,
it has to be done right.
The president pushed it. We gave her 10 minutes. So, Madam President, you brought the idea. You got 10 minutes to explain. And after the president explained question, there were just few people. So you bring that thing to all the Grangidians gathered in our hall. To myself, I started thinking. I see why we can. Since 2018, we've been talking with the constitution. We cannot adapt it.
Yeah.
Every argument, when a person bring the argument, other man get on the other side, my man, hey, then they say, get a microphone to that man, let the man explain why he think that the idea should not be put in there. But at the end result, we came to one conclusion. We adapted our constitution. I mean, we amended it. It will be adapted here, and then we'll make progress. So
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think that a lot of reform, needs to be done. I think one of those things is having election in our various states, and then the convention can be something like an inauguration type, where we all can converge and install our new leaders.
Yeah, but we beat it down.
You beat it down.
I voted against it.
Well, I mean, so
you try to lobby me to vote for you. I said, my president, I can't.
No, but Prince.
Can't vote for that thing.
Prince.
That was my belief. Now I can't vote for it.
Yeah, but Prince.
I feel that my point, because they gave me the chair, they said I said I'll post it. They say why? I said because the first thing, if we have an election in every state, we're going to rain hall. Because when we have an election, nobody going to vote in somebody's basement.
No,
but
we're going to
rain a hall. We're not going to. I don't trust whether we have the election in.
No. But listen now,
your basement or my basement. So when we go to Kentucky, we're going to rain a hall.
Yeah, but listen, I agree with you. But the local chapter can be responsible to run these halls because they got the resources to do that. So it makes it easy to have the local chapter
interfering now with the national election.
No. The local chapter can be the one to run the hall. The national leadership can have the election commission with their branches in different states to run the affairs of the elections there. But in terms of renting hall, we can the chapter leadership and the national leadership can come to that conclusion and say, listen, every election year the chapter will rent the hall, and the election will be run through the national leadership with local chairperson in each of the states.
To me, I just feel that it was going to cost a lot of money to go to a hall. But anyway, we voted and it went the way. But after the process, we are the peaceful people, whatever the other people think or whatever. After that process, we got in the car, in a convoy, and we have visited our brothers in our area who will be and then from that, someone who drove 6 hours, we got in the car and start coming back home.
It's a good thing, and it goes back to what you said, what people say, Master, don't listen. If a whole group come together and they say, let's do this, and half of the group or majority of the group say they don't want to do it, y'all move on. We put that to rest and move on. We accept the people.
We laugh at when we went to Jefferson Hall, we brought the food, or eating, we're laughing at her.
Yeah.
I posted a picture in the chat when I went, we're laughing at her.
That's the beauty of democracy.
They say they beat the president.
She's not gonna get everything. She's not gonna get everything she wants. But I think she set the stage for other leaders to come tomorrow to be able to build on where she started. Yeah. So I think it's a good start.
Yeah. So again, the Honorable Rancy Wright out of Pennsylvania tonight. I've breaking news. But they say that it's not breaking, but to me, it's a breaking news. He has endorsed Madame Edith Poy, the incumbent, re-election. He's want us to give Madame Poy 3 years to conclude or carry on her projects.
Yeah.
But the people of Granji, most of our colleagues, our friends, they are saying that she's not engaging too much with the projects and things like that on the ground in our county. She's saving the money. She's just keeping the money in the bank.
Is she keeping the money in the bank? You just told me that she just sent some money to the community.
They say that I get one time people call her this, that, and she just
but listen.
Our brother needs scholarship. Our people and things need that. We just saving, keeping money in the bank. When he play the account, they say when they play the account, the money you have, she just started. See the money that's one of the. So she need to spend the money back to our people.
Prince, the woman is not keeping the money in the account. Not because the money is there. She can just throw it out like that. And when she start to do the same thing, people will start complaining, oh, she's dishing our money out and here and there. So managing the money, using it appropriately, that's something that she's doing. And you understand? You just talk about, the nursing department. When they needed that money, they needed that support, the administration step up and they did. That's the same thing. So if the county official call and say, listen, we want to do X, Y, and Z, can the organization support us? I don't think she's going to refuse, right? So she's doing exactly what is required
Do
of
you
her.
think she need to go back to where we had before? We have people on scholarship, people in
I
high
definitely,
school
I
on
agree with you.
scholarship, people at the university on scholarship. Do you think the
That
national youth
scholarship, the
should get back
scholarship,
into that?
the scholarship program needs to be reinstituted. It needs to be very vibrant, something that, because we need human resources. There are a lot of competition in Liberia right now when it comes to education. We don't want to be lacking behind. So whatever we can do to support our people back home to go to primary, secondary, high school, and universities, that's something we need to do.
Think you need to open an office back there too, like your administration there had an office space?
I mean, if we want to have office space, we can leave. I would suggest we liaise with the community college and have a space in the county on the community college campus, so that we don't have to pay rent.
What do you mean space?
The office space.
Okay.
That office would be solely.
You want it to be in Grand Jide, not Monrovia.
Not in Monrovia. Why is it doing Monrovia?
Your administration had an office space in Monrovia.
Yeah, but now I want it to be in Granjide. Okay. Because that will put a direct impact on the office there, not in Monrovia. So if the office in the community college in Granjide, we can support students in Monrovia. But majority, because the grassroots is what matters in the associate degree, the high school.
Yeah, right now, Grand Jide County they offering BSc. They elevated to the university level. You see? So you are thinking that we should have an office space in Grand Jide County at the university there. Yeah. And then the students there get the scholarship and go to the school there.
Yeah. And then if people who are already in Monrovia in University of Liberia, we can support them. Having an office in Grand Jide doesn't mean we can support the people in Monrovia. We will. But I want it to be, let the people see it. Let it be in the contact with the people, not in Monrovia. Because majority of our people not in Monrovia. Majority of people going to school in the county. I just few of us in Monrovia going to school. So if the office is in the county, the office can see all our good students that would deserve scholarships. Instead of they have to go to Monrovia, they can get transportation to go to Monrovia already. How they gonna get to your office to talk to you about getting scholarship? But when you're in the county, you are accessible to them. They can come to you anytime. They don't need transportation. They don't need lodging place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is that something you're going to tell the current administration to engage in?
Yeah, that's something worth talking about with the administration. When they come into that new term, that's something I would love for them to do.
So if they don't come into the new term, let's say Gilman wins.
Yeah.
Will you still be around?
Why not? Like I said, Greendale County is my county. The community here is my community. There's no thing that can drive me away. Prince, you saw what I went through during my intern leadership, the insults, and that I got from people, friends that I knew, but it didn't deter me. It did not deter me, because you know what? I'm not doing it for me. I was doing it for my people, my county, and I believe no one is more Granjidan than I. So it's the same thing. So if I know my sister, Madam Poor, are going to win, but if the car flips, trust me, I will always be available to support whatever leadership that comes in.
You'll give all these good advices to them too.
Definitely.
That's good. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been in discussion now with the former president, former secretary of Grand Jide Association, the Honorable Rancy Wright out of Pennsylvania. I'm going to put the number here. You can call in and question, a comment or question Mr. Wright. He will be willing to answer your question. But if you don't want to answer it, you don't want to answer it. Be professional. If you anything go on the other side, I will cut my phone off. So the number here is 952-200-8420. So those of you who've been listening to Rancy Wright, If you got a question, please call that number 952-200-8420 and ask your question on Mr. Rancy Wright, and he can answer you here. It's Edith Poir, brother, Mr. Rancy Wright, the former national president of the Grand United Association. He have just endorsed his sister right here on the Prince Double Show here. And hi, my sister Sophie Blambo. How you doing, man? Sophie Blambo always saying hi when she comes on my show. She's one of my great followers down there. I like that one. So call in 952-200-8420 and ask your question to Mr. Rancy Wright. Let me put the phone now on high light. Madam Poor was in the building that day, man. Yeah. Vote for anything. We say, Madam Poor.
We need. I mean, I just want to say this. I respect the other team. I believe they mean well for the county. They want to show what they can. But I think at this point, Madam Poor is doing great, and she deserves second term.
And you feel that the grandchildren should keep her there?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Uriah Soon is here on the line. Mr. Uriah Soon.
Yes, Prince.
Please speak to Mr. Rancy, the Honorable Rancy Wright, the former president of the Grand United Association in the United States.
Honorable Wright, this is Uriah Song. First of all, I want to say thank you tonight for taking the courage.
1 minute, Mr. Song. Go ahead, Mr. Song.
Like I said again, Honorable Wright, I want to say thank you tonight for taking the courage to come on these shows and make your endorsement and speak on other things. I have one or two questions to ask you as one of our doyens in the leadership of Grand United Association.
Uriah, you got to hold on 1 minute. As the call comes in, I want to merge the call, so give me 1 minute. Mr. Wright, I hope you're taking notes. Go ahead, Mr. Stone.
I want to ask one or two questions to Honorable Wright.
Yeah, we want to take two. Let's take one now.
Probably I just want to ask one, and maybe he can take it from there. He spoke of his sister doing good one in terms of leadership. The question I want to ask Mr. Wright here is, during the leadership of Honorable Chairman Collins, where his sister served as vice president, every year, 8,000 was allotted to their administration for 4 years, which amounted to $32,000. Another thing is under their leadership, 20,000 was given to the Secretary General of Jonathan Gateway for teachers' headquarters, which Nigerians are yet to see. And during the leadership of your sister with the Putu Apurebo, where she served as vice president on ISIC, money issues was established again. Looking at your sister currently,
what you mean money issue were established?
There was a money situation that went on. There was a money situation that went on in the Putu Apurebo.
And she were accused. When you gotta be specific, clarify things.
No. I am not saying that she was accused, but I'm just talking about honor. She and another person leadership. That's what I'm talking about.
Some money got embezzled.
Of course, close to $30,000 of Apurebo money was in.
When you say money, what we need to get.
My next thing is looking at your sister being part of PA chapter where she's currently reside. The chapter president told 3,200 of that chapter. Up to now, we are yet to see she as the leader of this organization action. How do you think your sister is doing good? Looking at her platform for the past 2 years was peace, unity, and transparency. This time around, she's coming with the same platform. Do you think is she doing well with that platform? That she in 2 years' time she will continue with the same platform?
Oh, thank you, Uriah. Thank you for those two questions.
Mr. Ray, I would suggest that you jot those questions down. Just respond to Uriah soon because I want to clear the people on the line. Then yes, and go ahead with Uriah soon.
Hold on, 1 minute.
All right.
So for Uriah's song question, I'm gonna start off with the first one. I want to establish this. Being a vice president, you are an advisor to the leader, to the president. You don't have authority. Um, there are things that will happen that you can oppose, but at the end of the day, like I said, the buck stopped to the president. So holding either responsible for whatever uh, alleged impropriety that happens in previous administrations, and she's serving as a vice president in those administrations. I don't think it's relevant because if you questioning her now as she serve as president of the community, and there is any impropriety, bring that up. That's something we can look into. But being the vice president, we are bending those rules. We know how people function. You can give your advice, you can disagree, but at the end of the day, what the leader wants, that's what the leader wants. So I don't want to say that we have to hold responsible for those improprieties in previous leadership, because she was not at the helm of leadership. She was an advisor to those leaders. So
Okay.
I mean, why it is true that we would say, oh, she was part of the administration, so she can be liable for all of those things. Politically, yes, but that doesn't mean that she have that tendency. She been in your leadership as a national leader for over 1 year plus. Have you heard anything about impropriety? If you do, present it. Then that's something we can look at. Now,
Okay, Mr. Wright.
and that goes for the same thing with the Puto Apolebo, because she served in those two leaders in the two organizations as vice presidents. So she could not make any decisive decision on anything that was going on. All she could do is to register her concern and give ideas. And if those ideas weren't taken, you can't hold her responsible for anything.
Okay, thank you. So let's go now to Mr. Archie Wright. Then from there we'll go to Daniel Freeman. Mr. Archie Wright.
Yes, Prince, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're hearing you.
All right. Thank you for bringing me on, and good evening to everybody.
Mr. Wright, are you hearing Mr. Archie's Wright?
Yeah, I'm hearing him.
Go ahead, Mr. Archie Wright.
Okay, great. Prince, it's good to be on the show, and it's good to have my brother, the lovely brother, Rancy Wright, on your show this evening, doing a fantastic job, as always. And I called in because it is not because I'm calling to amplify what my brother Rancy Wright is saying. I'm going to call in to give more visibility for those who have not, perhaps, clouded with politics and some personal, issues, to not recognize what the organization has been brought to. I think it is very important, Prince, that we make that very clear. Prior to the Yahweh leadership and administration, can somebody tell me objectively, besides politicking, forget about it, that people recognize past leaders? Because we saw that on the Yahweh. We saw them at homegrown programs. We saw them at an organized program as well. Leaders who have served the community were lingering, somewhere and nobody cares for them. But she came in and she recognized the leadership to the organization. That's what you call progressiveness. She has unified this organization. Not me saying it, but people within the organization have said. She has made the organization more visible. I live here in Fredericksburg, Virginia. I used to be more involved. My friend who used to go there, but a certain time, it stopped because of the bickering that was in the community. But now, people see the organization on Facebook and actually, are we going to the convention this year? And I said, well, let me work something out. We'll go there. Because she has made the organization more visible again. And you see people gravitating towards the opportunity. Our participation level has gone up. And don't forget this now, we are in a due-paying organization. The only effective and viable is when you bring more people on board. And the Ida Inawe administration has been very effective along this line. So people that want to frame this argument, let's frame it on the path of results. So you can say what you want to say. I know Otavius Gilman. He's a young, brave young man to put a hand in the race against somebody who is so, effective in what they're doing. I know I don't want either one a white ballot, but I admire Gilman. But the fact remains that he being in a race does not change anything because Edith has shown what it means to be an effective leader.
Yeah.
I know Rancy talked about she traveling here and there every week because that's what you have to do. Remember that we are in the family-oriented organization. When one family is bereaved or one family is struck with some unfortunate events, you want the leadership of the organization to be there. And Edith has shown that leadership. Awesome. I want to put she is a mother of very, energetic young guys who need their mother to be around all the time. But Onet is passionate, is patriotic. A result-oriented leader will do what she's doing.
Yeah.
To leave her young boys in every week to be around this country, engaging with family members on behalf of the organization and doing what is needed to be done. Today we are on your show, Prince, talking about a change. An amendment in the Constitution. That's progressiveness. Because I don't know since when the Constitution was amended.
2010.
I'm sorry?
2010.
2010. We're talking 15 years ago, my brother. That's longevity. But under her progressive leadership, we thought that we should now bring the Constitution up to par with reality, with the current reality we face. And you were just telling us that the Constitution now talks about 3 years. That is what you need. Because, again, we all know this. You cannot execute.
Yep.
In 2 years.
Yep.
You need time to do that. And I'm glad the Constitution captured that. And I want to make this clear, too. If you were to, if for example, if Liberia were to change the Constitution now, it would put Liberia under a new republic. Meaning everything that happened in the past will be in the old republic. So what you have now, if that constitution is adopted, we fall under a new constitution.
Yep.
What happened in the past is in the past. It will mean that either is eligible to go additional 2 terms under the provision of the new constitution.
1 minute. That's why that's the argument that people are making in the bidding and the amendment.
That's what it means.
Okay.
Okay, Mr.
Are you laughing?
No, because what argument you just bringing, a lot of people put it out in there, and how it's stuck. And people voted on it. They said whatever 2 year passed. When she let her here, she can go, and she said no. And the people say, well, if you don't want to, it's left with you and Isaac. You can step aside, but that's what it's going to be in there. And then they voted, and it went in there. So, Mr. Archie Wright, another of Idapua's brother caught in a game and freezing the case. Now, what are people going to say? Bring the case for his sister.
I'm not just bringing the case. I'm making the case. I'm making the objective argument here that Grand Syrians and the organization here in America needs to continue on a progressive path because we have not seen a kind of leadership like this before under the Edith leadership.
Thank you very much. Let's go to Daniel Freeman. From Daniel Freeman, we're going to go to the number call 763-7346. We'll go ask our caller for the name and where they're calling from. Some kind of a name showing here that is and stuff. So let's go to Daniel Freeman.
Yes, Mr. Dover. Thank you so much for having me on.
Okay, Mr. Pulliam, go ahead.
Actually, I now want to ask a question, but from your interviews with the former president, Mr. Wright, who happened to be in Pennsylvania here with him, I I just want to say thank him. I want to thank him for his service for the community. You know, a lot of people can always say, why the president is not involved? Well, you should understand that if the president comes without requests from the current leadership, it will be like he's interfering. His situation reminds me of mine. You know, when they say, oh, PA chapter, why the leaders, the people that led before, why are they're not active? When you say active, what are you talking about? This man been to Iowa convention. He been to so many occasions that Grand Gita, I think
When he went to Iowa, he was in the back. When I see Rancy right in the front,
well,
I saw him in the hall, but he was on the other side. You know, Rancy want to be on a cover. Rancy, I know what I'm saying. When I
no, Prince, the point I'm making, if you're ex-president, you can't just be true. They have to ask you, hey, Mr. President, can you help us with this function? And then when the president say, oh, yeah, I can do that. Yeah. But when you go, people are asking for help, and you go in there to ask them to help them. That's the point I'm making. Mm-hmm. So to see this man all the time with the organization, and people ask him, he's not involved.
They say Rancy Ray not a big fish.
Okay, but he is. No. The next point I want to make here.
The man is not the couton. You know when the future man catch your couton, you know, you make a lot of money for that couton.
Now you give us a trending Jersey news or breaking news that Mr. Gilman is overtaking Pennsylvania. That's what you said.
Yeah, that's the news we're getting.
Okay, that would be speculation. You understand?
Yeah.
Is it proven? Well,
we ain't take no statistic to say if it is this, how many days and that, but that's the news we're hearing that so. Right. Yeah, you are right. People can speculate to, you know, boost up the morale and all the stuff.
So that's what I'm hearing too, Prince. So I can confirm that with you. That's what I'm hearing. But the thing here tonight, to have family members who really knows, family member like Mr. Rancy Wright, who knows his sister, to come out here and tell us some of the.
But they're going to say that the man's sister. What do you expect?
No.
Because when I posted the thing on Facebook, I share in the ground chat. The first comment I came on that you in the chat, you can read it. Who do you expect the man to endorse?
But you don't know, you do not know the family court, because they know the person. They've been around the person for all that time. Yeah. And they will tell you the strength of the person. Yeah. And they will give that good story about the person. Now, if you don't have your own people coming to testify, that look, anything hold me responsible. I can tell you my sister can do this job. And they have done that with there is when I kick him, he nailed it, rinse it, or finish it up. So we are seeing
Mr. President, are you endorsing tonight?
I'm not endorsing. Look, I told you, Prince, we are not going to muddy the water.
I want to put you in a situation where you get handled.
we don't want to muddy the water. We don't want to bring people on our show and then
Yeah.
they feel like
Yeah, and what I told them, I said, look, we gotta stay neutral in the process. We're not gonna be in that. We're gonna be there for the until the thing end.
Exactly. When I hosted the Gilman team, a whole night, the next morning, people were calling me, thank you for being cheerleader for Gilman. And then when I hosted Gibson Jerry, they called me again, oh my man, you're shifting now, you're changing position. So they will keep doing this.
Yeah, the people get I told them, say I always tell them I'll let it confuse people, so I will confuse you.
Right. So let me just do my last endorsement here. We been yearning to amend that constitution. The constitution, it is not perfect. To be honest with you, nothing is perfect around here. But at least we have something to work with now. So if we go to the convention, I'm urging everybody, let us at least hold on to something and make it pass, make it stand. And the second thing, Mr. Rancy Wright made a point I really, really like. We should establish an office in Grand Jita County. Get where everything's supposed to be.
Yeah. We should put an office in Grand Jita, and those people, the people who will be in the office, we will hire, be there, our liaison, doing things. Exactly. They want to do scholarship, go to Grand Jita Community College, and people go there. We're not going to pay for school fees, so people put in Maryland County to torment. No, go to Grand Jita and go to school. The school now is reached to the university level. You can get your BSc right there.
So, Mr. Double, I don't want to hold you up. I know you have a lot of people.
You already did. You already held me up, Mr. Daniel. Thank you. And your talk shows, I want to give you more time for. I won't call the president up because when I said talk show, I called you up. You hold me on the president's side, so I don't want to be here in contempt.
Right. So I just want to end with this note, Mr. Wright. I really appreciate your service, brother. Thank you for all that you do for our people. If you do not have the opportunity to lead before, especially our community, you would think it is easy, but trust me.
Yeah.
Prince led before, Prince was president before.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, please don't cut the phone. I'm listening to you guys on the phone. My other phone is
right now we're on YouTube. As I'm talking to you right now, it's right there on YouTube. The Print Double Show is all over the world. People everywhere around the world now seeing this particular show. We got to interview these people here on one-on-one with you and myself, Daniel Fremont. I will try to set it up so we can bring one of these guys to do some kind of an interview with them around here. Thank you very much. Let me go to the caller now from 763. 763. The caller, the last number is 767346. Caller, what's your name? What you calling? You calling from Minneapolis though? What's your name?
My name can change.
No, but why showing here? Because it's changing number every day. Conflict the number that came here now. Say I know she ham or what? I know what you tell Chinese phone name from using right. She ham. Telling me your name Shihan. How you doing, Madam Shihan?
Okay, for real, I'm need that.
That is showing my color ID conflict, you know. I get your real conflict number.
We'll talk about that later. That my son did some service, so.
Oh, I see. Story. Okay. Why, man?
Yeah. But anyways, my laid back brother, my laid back cousin. How you doing, Rancy?
I'm doing fine. I haven't heard from you in a minute.
Yeah, I didn't hear from Rancy for years, man. Man, you've been hiding somewhere.
Right? Yes, I'm here. I can hear you.
I said, how are you?
I'm doing okay. My family, I'm doing great. My family doing great.
He's a laid back person, so he's just laid back. So it's not strange, you know. But let me come to what I want to say. First of all, I'm so proud of Mr. Gilman for what he's standing for. We all want something, kind of new. Everybody get tired with old things. You want young face. You know, we saw him become a name right in the community here, all of you up here. So it's something that is very exciting. Maybe that's some of the reasons CPA and all these people then. But what I do believe is if somebody is in the position or the high office and they're doing nothing wrong, why change them? That's my thing. I mean, this is a family something organization, okay? If we can give them the next 2 years, they can go after 4 years. And they're doing nothing wrong right now.
Conflict, you're not in Atlanta, Georgia?
No, I wasn't there.
Well, they amended the constitution now. Well, when we adopted here in Kentucky, from 2 years now, it's going to 3 years.
Right.
Go ahead.
So what are you doing now?
It will be 3 years, not 2 years.
Oh, this time will be 3 years?
Yeah, if it's adopted here in Kentucky.
But if it is going to 3 years, that means either if we have to stay another year.
If either wins, she will serve 3 years. That's what it means.
Or when she win now, then at the time she will go to 3 years. Mm-hmm. Okay. I understand. But anybody win, they will go to 3 years.
Anybody. Give them win 3 years. Either win 3 years.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so Prince, thank you for having me. I can't talk too much because I'm busy, but yes. Thank you for having me. I just want.
Yeah, you've been quiet lately. You've been quiet lately. Everything okay?
Before Conflict leaves, Conflict, before you leave,
it's because I lost everything lately. I was in the hospital again, but this time I felt it's for different reasons. It was not that major. But it did me good because it kept me for some time. I called the ambulance to come get me.
Oh wow! Oh, we pray that everything okay with you, Conflict.
We should speed up recovery.
Okay. We hope you're okay and doing good.
Yeah, I'm doing real well. It's good that I even went because, but I'm doing great right now.
Okay.
Few people got to hear the news, like family, and they contacted me, like my brother and Winston Nemo and few other family, and they contacted me. But my brother said, well, yeah, my brother right in Minnesota did not even know I was there for like 4 days. I'm still on there.
Oh, okay. I'll pray that everything go well with you and you'll be okay and wish you well.
Yeah.
We'll be in touch.
But for me, the 2 candidates, let me get closer. The 2 candidates, I personally believe the 2 of them are fit to carry on the organization. So for me, where I am, anybody win that, I will pay my fees, but I'm not even voting for those 2 people because anybody win is fine with me. They not win is fine with me. They are all capable.
Wait, before you leave, Mr. Wright was talking to you. Mr. Wright.
I mean, yeah, I just want to say I wish you speedy recovery. And like you said, you can say you support the 2 people that are running, but whoever wins, you're not going to vote. That doesn't serve well for the community. We all need to get involved. And I'm hoping that when I get off this line, you and I can have a conversation. But yes, we need your involvement. We need you to participate because your vote is your voice. We don't want you to sit back tomorrow when the vote go wrong, and then you start to question why this happen, why that happened. We want you to be involved, but we will have a conversation when I get off the line.
Okay, but I want to say this. You see the last election, as much as I was supporting Edith, I did not like the process. So much.
But then 1 year will not be white ballot. I'm going to have 2 people on the ballot.
Just give me an example, So.
But you didn't let the process, then why you voted for Edith?
I don't want to.
You didn't let the process, but you still voted for Edith.
I did not vote.
I saw you voting out there. I can play a video right now.
day you can make that mistake and say, hey, I never voted.
But then maybe you accuse young Harry or resemble because I saw somebody one of your voting.
You know what there, but I was there too, but I did not vote because I just didn't like the process.
Okay. The process part you like it because we're gonna have two people. And that's that democracy, you know, when the people say that's the people, like what happened in Georgia. A lot of audience agree on a lot of things, but that's voting. When the people go vote, when you at a certain point I put my team, the people voted for A. They voted for my team, Mr. Wright. My idea brought something I brought. I can't remember when they voted for A. Somebody got up, they wrote it down. Somebody got on it, they rejected or recalled that thing to discuss it. I was so pissed. So I told them anything you're bringing now when you're trying, I'll record it.
But praise. Praise, I see you talking because your idea wasn't accepted. Now you are opposing all the idea that come forward.
Now what I did it for case you say my man presume, man, you gotta stop, my man. They gotta tell me they say Prince, man, you gotta stop. You can't oppose everything.
Look, man. Yeah, but just on the serious note of conflict.
You gotta listen to Rancy now. He's talking to you.
Conflict. I understand you said the process that happened in Iowa with the web ballot thing, you didn't like it. I mean, nobody's supposed to white ballot. No one. Okay. But one thing I want people to know is that a process is a process.
You want to show you on the show?
You can circumvent the process, just for certain reason. So what happened in the past, it's already gone. Let's focus.
I agree, Nancy. I'm saying this process here, it was not that day in particular. It was all the way to drag, all the way for election commission, all the plenty drama. Yeah. That it made the process to end that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they process now when you come to Kentucky, you are coming to Kentucky. The bluegrass state.
Yeah, it just did not sit right with me.
Okay. We got it. She said the process in Iowa did not say right with her, and that's all right. That's
she entitled to that.
Leadership in Eden. I'm not surprised because she's number one, she's a female. She's a female. Women know how to make changes.
But so, when women ready to nail too, they can nail.
The other woman should not disgrace all of that.
No, I say all. I say, well, you say women. I say some women that do the press chakra in yeah.
I don't think.
I call Jilini. I say Beverly could say you know how voted. She came. I did not vote. Mr. Wright, to pay and I go for 2 hours and 1 hour 30 minutes, Mr. Wright. So let us conclude this thing so you can go to bed. You can go to bed. Or thank you very much, my sister. We're gonna keep we're gonna keep your information out there and pray that everything goes well with you. And
Nancy, I'm waiting for the call.
I will. I definitely will call you. I'll call you.
Okay.
And my sister here is saying, Vlay all the way from. She said, "Who's surprised by this thing, though?" Evil, very then I then guess where you. Evil, one time you say, "Pring, you don't know. We own Swedru." So I said, "Okay, we'll go there with buy piece of land from her." And Evil said, "Who's surprised by this endorsement?" So, Mr. Right now, thank you very much for accepting this invitation to come on the show to express yourself. That Eric Grandino will accept what you said tonight, but that's your right, and that's why when I bring anybody, I say that's a person's right to endorse whoever they want to endorse. Yeah, that's their right. They don't go and push on the person and beat on the person. That's the person's right. So, Mr. Wright, I'll give you time to conclude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Paul, for having me on tonight, and I thank the listening audience for giving me your undivided attention and the participant in the interview. I'm saying this as a brother, but I'm speaking as a leader for our community. Madam Idepour and Mr. Azeyangle, they are the leaders that we need at this point in time. They have produced results. They have engaged the community and the county at large. That's something we need. We don't now want people who promise. We don't want promises. We want deliverables. And we are seeing things that this administration have delivered. And their constant engagement with the county leadership. So giving them the opportunity for the next 3 years, I think the organization will have a better footing that future leaders will build upon. So I don't want us to make this mistake, Grangidians. We have made so many mistakes in the past. We don't want this to be repeated. I 100%, like everyone said about the other team, Mr. Gilmer is a friend of mine. He and I, we won't run into one another. We crack jokes. I believe he means well for the community. But is he ready for such a huge task? I don't think so. Because this responsibility is not something that any leader take lightly. So we don't want people to take our leadership and don't perform to expectation. And then we come back here and start to complain. I don't want that. We want progressive agenda to be put forth, which the administration has done. We want to see more results from what they have started. So let's give them another 3 years, and we will not regret it. And I'm speaking to you as former leader of this community, not as a brother. I'm appealing to everyone. I know people, like Prince, you said, there are people who would listen to me and people who won't. And that's okay. But my appeal to you here is look at the general picture, the community, the interest of the community. That's what you should look at before you make that decision on that fateful day. Because when you made a mistake, we don't want you to come back here and complain, say why this happening. Because we already know the administration. We know what they are doing. We can see. So let's give them the chance. Once we afford the chance to them, they will deliver on the next 3 years, and then Mr. Gilman can step in afterwards. And we all will be willing to support him because we believe he means well for the organization, but not at this time. Not at this time. So thank you, Prince, for having me. And I say good night to my fellow Grangidians and give me your ears.
Man, that's Mr. Nelson. I mean, let me say Nelson. I almost said Nelson Gay, right? That's Rancy right there, the former president of the Grand Unit Association in the United States, former secretary, former guy who took out to Cleveland, Ohio for the 2017 National Convention and election here. Thank you, Mr. President. And I appreciate that you accepted the invitation to come on here tonight. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye. So that was the Honorable Rancy right there. And again, if you this week is the free weekend. If you want to indulge, want to say something in the community, give some advice, you can get the names right. Yeah, they got Rancy Wright and got Nelson Gay Wright. Nelson Gay Wright is the big brother to Nelson, the right, and the other guy in Iowa, Des Moines, the senior man is in Iowa, the other guy is in Philadelphia area, Pennsylvania area. So you call.
Congratulations on the Eagles winning.
Yeah, the Eagles they did their thing. But to me, I think that game was staged. We'll talk about it. I think that game was staged. The Eagles didn't win that game fairly. You can't win. You can't be a champion like that. I don't understand. The game was staged. Eagle had to do what they got to do. Some money was spent. Donald Trump was on a fee. He confused some of the guys on the other side. But that's another debate we will talk about later. Thank you very much, my sister. So just give me your inbox or call me. We're going to put your picture out there. We're going to bring you on the show. And you're going to this platform has your own platform. That's why I say, look, we got to put something together.
Who are you talking about?
No, I'm talking to my audience now, and they are one of them. So if you want to come here and talk Grand Unit politics, you want to promote anything, just holler me. We're going to do that. The other day, I think was on Monday, We brought the guys from all the way Kunembo District number 2. The guys were in Zia Town and Zia City. They call it Zia City with the voice of Kunembo, and we raised $705 for them. We need to raise some money here to buy my own equipment, my microphone, my mixer, my speakers. You can hear how the speakers sound. These speakers, the monitor speaker cost about $300. So, and the mixer costs about $400 and some more dollars. So I need about $700 or $800 for you people to get this stereo here straightened up so we can do what we can do to promote this station here. Look at trouble. We know the ego the one that game was stage. Yeah, Donald Trump going there, shaking other people's hands. We not shake other ego hands and all that kind of thing. That game was a stage game.
Whatever, man.
That thing was stay. Only that thing. We why again on the what thing stay. The woman camera to but that's how we're gonna do it tonight. We're gonna let it go. She's seeing the thing on the real big stream. I got a big screen here where it's saying down there with the Facebook. Right now we're on YouTube live. You go to Prince MW, you're gonna see a YouTube live. Go to the YouTube. If you are working and you can't get on Facebook, just hit the YouTube thing and put the earpiece on and just be watching and listening to us and that. If you're anywhere around in the world, what part of the world, you go to youtube.com, go to Prince MW, you're going to see it. We are live on YouTube. We are all around and all around the place. Donald Trump, a scammer. He wanted to go support the Eagles. He didn't go support the Chiefs. Those people been cooking long time. Donald Trump get down for those people there. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Conflict. We'll try. I'll save your number. I'll put it in conflict and see. This is a red number, not conflict. You're not going to change again.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We're going to talk later, man.
Okay, bye.
Here, take the phone. Go. Take care from behind me. Go. So, I mean, okay, Gria Lane, she says she hopes I have her on my show. Yeah, Gria Lane, just call me in the inbox that we can set up something and then you can come on here. Even though you won't, I don't know if we're going to see your face or but I just said something like what Rancy did it tonight. We're going to bring on here. And they support Donald Trump support. Donald Trump support you win. It's in that level. I hope that you have me on your show. Yeah, I'll have you one day. Okay, somebody talk about half Grand Jury, half that. Nobody have here. Everybody had it. Well, while we went to Georgia, we put it in the first thing that people were talking that any woman, if you're female, you're a woman, no, you know, set you the femme, the feed the Grand Jury, all the women from Grand Jury. Once you born your child and your child you're not born a child with crime man, that child cannot be president of Grand Jury. Put it outside. It went to Atlanta. It went on I-85. That people in Atlanta, I don't know how they can make it, but Sunday and all the people get the lane in black. 6 lane. The traffic not for phone in our people play. We send on 85. We move it from there. Whether you the thing that I say, so if me the men are born by parent woman, grown woman, these are how children can be. What made me now because I'm man? What made me why should I have more urge over my sister than from Grand Jury who don't want to marry crown men or who don't want to have kids by crown men? So the kids should not be president. I said, no, it don't make sense. I told the president, I said, Madam President, Madam Poa, you got kids. All your children by crime, man. She said, no. I said, so they can't be president for you. She said, who told you that? I said, but I heard people talking about it. I asked my own sister, what her name? Or Zakwa Soba. The president said, who put it inside there? So we'd strap it out. We strap it out. It was removed immediately, wherever. Nobody even talked about it. It was not even inside the place in the first place. But we said, we don't want to get that kind of topic. We don't want to put a topic kind of thing in. So the union now is Michael V were in there. It was a heated one. The women said, okay, will not happen here now. We should not even who brought an idea. They said, I want to say, tell them to get idea about it. Where you coming from? Once you are grandchildren, one of your parents are grandchildren, you can lead the grandchildren association in the United States. It didn't make no sense. Grialing. I don't know where you take two Fred. Grialing, being from two learning. You call yourself to them, but we'll call it Grialing. I don't know Grialing before. I don't see Grialing, but Grialing is agreeing with me tonight. She said it does not make sense. And for real, it didn't make no sense. Look, we were 6. The papa born 6 children, 2 girls, 5 boys. Okay? No, with 7. The other guy, even the one of my brothers, he not crying, man. But the man of the papa son, other people they want in next to the papa son, but they so they're gonna do that. But the papa son is when he say so me bring me a double. My pa get it, crying. I want to go get it, crying. My children were born, parent woman can be president. Then my sister, Benito Double, Josephine Double. Benito Double married Loma man. They telling all that Loma children, that my grand sister children who she born by the Loma man cannot be president. My other sister married Basel man. Or Basel children then can be president. It don't make sense. Completely was out of the Union Coin, we put it outside there. It was removed. I see them long. I put on Kavala. We're selling Kavala River. We don't even want to put it between Nigwe River and river before you go into Nima right there. We don't put it. We carry it to Kavala. Our friend want to take it, they can take it, but we're not taking it. And the person who brought the idea will tell the person, say, look, that idea can't work here because we don't want that idea to work here. And we put the idea aside. So when you're the person, the only thing that is in there, let's say my sister who married my sisters, then the 2 of them, the other one married Kissy man from Lofa County. And Mr. Fremont, he said his name Fremont is from Grand Bassa County. My late sister, one of her husband from Grand Bassa. And then my other sister, husband from Kissy Lane, my big sister, Benetta, from Kissy people, Joseph Baka family people there. That man has no connection with Grand Jide besides his wife being married to the woman. A partner from Grand Jide, a man from Grand Jide. He cannot be president of the organization. That one I really understandable, we understand it. But if his mom, if my sister husband, one of his parents were from Grand Jide County, he was going to be president of the Grand Jide Association. It's in there. It's spelled out in there. It's in red. From red, we put it in black. Now it will be adopted here in the state of Kentucky. So, one of your parents are from Grand Jide. You're automatically, you can lead the organization. And let me give one typical example on my president, Manamuna Vlay Warranty. Muna Vlay Warranty, husband, father is a Mandingo, but his mom, that Chian woman, a crying woman. That particular man can be president of Grand Jide because of his mom. He got crown blowing him. One of his parents is a crown woman, so obviously he can be. But if he never had nothing, he could not be. So the Constitution is not, as Mr. Freeman said, it is not perfect, but it's perfect. We can work on it. We can take it. We can move on with it. There are a lot of things that have changed in there, but that's it. So, ladies and gentlemen, those in radio land, if you go to Facebook and it's giving you problem, go to YouTube. You're going to tap in the way my name appears right here, Prince M. Double. You know, I can enter Lofa County right now. The people celebrate me. Oh, our son, I can't buy who lost. That double name can confuse people because I can enter Lofa. I can even enter part of Bombing. The thing I've met from the neighborhood, but I'm from Rangy. My father Rangy. The Lofa County Association in Kentucky here, they established a new chapter here in Kentucky. I told the guy there, I said, at your meeting, I will enter your meeting with my knee double. The other guy said, well, man, maybe you don't know, maybe you lost, you went to Grand Gire, but we'll hold you back and come higher. I said, well, man, that double knee can confuse people. But so I said, ladies and gentlemen, the Constitution was amended and it will be adopted here in Kentucky. So make your way to Kentucky. You still got time to put into your jobs. Friday, welcome night. People singing all those guys who did not die during the whatever time. Saturday morning, Saturday night, Sunday we having election and eating meat. I'm sweaty or the so if you have issue with your teeth now, let me go see your dentist. Let him clean it wherever thing when you put crown on it, let him put crown on it. Now crown get it. That is seed and the kid that is Caesar. And clean because the meat will be eaten here. So come here, eat meat. Look, we got Muna Vley warranty. The woman who came, she from Vley town. Oh no, more Vley Yayo. She's from here. And she got the skill. She Muna the coat soup. Kisawali, Pamboto, Grebe, Toboki. How you call those shuale? Tobosoye. And she put it in the bowl and slap it in the aluminum foil. She waiting for it to get cold before she put it in her way. She's here. You got Marco V. The woman with the man named Marco V. You ask where he take that name from? But we got Marco V here. When she first they check her, and then they check. We got Sia. We the people who get Sia and more Sia. Every Joey woman Sia. Naomi Joey Sia. Joey. Naomi Sia Joey. When she put the checker and she mix it with a little bit of mayonnaise on the side when you eat it, and then she put a little bit of bananas on the side and she fried it plenty. So when you eat it, so you can move freely in the bowel level area and the BM side, because it's staying in your stomach. So Naomi will make it so when you whip it, you can go freely on the other side of land. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. Then we got and the chair lady for the particular convention, Caroline Joey, Eric Joey, nephew, wife, Steve Joey, daughter-in-law, his first son, woman, Caroline. When look, we got the thing there, what they call walking will be available in Kentucky here. Do not think that you will come here and you will not eat and drink water. I buy that the day I did, you will drink pepper soup, gravy, all the kind of thing that we got. Madam Strabo, who can whip the checker to don't women from Africa now wouldn't know how to ménager. Ménager mean they can mix. They mix and mix. So Kentucky Convention, your thing you're doing Arizona over there, where you have all kind of Mexican people, then Spanish, my man call Spanish. My man used to call the Spanish people Spanish. Spanish, you did. I don't know what that you Spanish. Wait till the Spanish be going to put Spanish. So Spanish walking and we're eating that place. This is where we're gonna eat. We're gonna make sure those who will win. Those who will not win. And this is the state of our grass here. Can you ever know the grass can be blue? Our state got blue grass. And look, we got Tennessee right here. We got Ohio right behind. We got Indiana right here. We got North Carolina there. All these places there here. From here you get in the car 6 hours you in Atlanta, Georgia. 6 hours you in Chicago, Illinois, Chicago. I mean, the state is just there. You come to Indiana, that's a bridge. The bridge, you gone, you in Indiana. Tennessee, right there, you gone, you in Tennessee. The people driving from Philadelphia, that 10 hours, then they here. If you're coming from Iowa, Des Moines, that 9 hours, then you here. Minneapolis, at 10.5 hours, then you here. We are in the this is the area where the south and the north meet. This is the town. This is the Lovo. We go to Lovo. Because when you come here and when you say Louisville, you can say, oh no, the person not coming from. Our area is Lovo. Lovo. The place is called Lovo. When you come here, say Lovo. You can call pepper soup. That's Michael V. Pepper soup. Daniel, my papa Daniel Pine say, I see one. I want me in the country. I'll be eating take my picture. Oh, Nigeria politics are dirty operation. Everybody can get me saying kind of thing that they want to say. But after they come, after you know that after that election debating, when you see all moving, we are getting you come between all and the trap and the human being come between all. Let me say the trap. Anybody come between you, you have your own you have yourself to blame. Because when we dirty you, they say, but I thought you put the wall, make it proud between themselves. Nah. You grab one of them when we jump there, you'll not be easy. All the things I'm gonna be doing myself. But you jump between them when we jump on you. You know I can't. Okay. Yeah. I go if you want to take the paper picture, whatever, but it's check it to who are going to tell me Romeo or that Malay dollar say Pinu. I miss you friend. Pinu pa, you know. I say, oh, I don't know me. They say that they see baby say that they can get a two of them. They met there. Yeah, so that's how we're going to do for tonight. We're going to be here and tomorrow. I don't know who we're going to have here tomorrow, but, you know, we can put our notice out there. We can discuss. By the time to make it, we have a show. That's why they say, I'm a Giajo. We are the real Giajo, those lepers children. That's all. When we jump behind you, you win. When we jump behind you, you lose. That's how we operate. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the only county, the county that I'm from, the only county where Eric Johnson said he went 2005. You know, 2005, one of the practice that money with a veteran, with the old timer in Minneapolis. They had an election and one of my men, they look at me, so man, what kind of man, what kind of country down there? So I said, what are you talking about, man? Rancy there. They had the election. I know y'all get Eric Johnson said, I know 500, 900, all the 500 vote. So I said, my man, we not let you. The pool for that, different people don't care how can't do accommodating them. But the real great people for Eric, we not let a woman, we not let what she not let what we can't let her for. We come and be faking thing. So that how the operation looking. Yeah. So, but we don't have our feelings. We tell you right in your face what you want to take it, you take it, you don't want to take it, leave with you go live with it, you cry, you go to bed. So we'll see you, ladies and gentlemen. You have a wonderful time.
Oh, to my. Here we can't get my sword. I use woman. Then, Banyo, Taiwan, Mobile. Wow, to my, and cannot do. Banyo, Taiwan was a mobile. Just like my. To my, no, I do. You are to my wood, to my wood, to my wood. No, I will to my way. Where
Ladies and gentlemen, that's how we're going to do it for tonight. Good night and have a wonderful weekend. Ciao.